Hello everyone and welcome to ZSR, where we've got hopefully a very hype match for you today. It's going to be exciting. We've got losers bracket finals for our season 4 tournament. What the hell's happened versus PKR? Joining me on commentary, I've got Yoshi and I've got VXR. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello. I'm
Really
so
excited
ready
for
for this.
Yeah.
Alright, so losers finals. The winner of this goes on to face Sponge in Grands. They both got taken out by Sponge, so these two haven't played against each other at all. They both got knocked down by Sponge from winner's side.
Yeah, they're the top two seeds.
Right. It's like really interesting matchup to me as well. Like very different styles, very different backgrounds in the game. I'm super excited for this one. I feel like this is one that like a lot of people have wanted to see since the tournament started.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one. This is going to be an exciting match no matter what the result is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So that looks like a child start with Prelude. Forest Med as well. That's really nice.
Alright, place your quick bets in chat. Where are we spawning? That's always the fun and exciting time. Where's the spawn gonna be?
I'm gonna say Lost Woods. I was gonna say Goron City, but it can only be the Lost Woods entrance, so I'll just say Lost Woods.
Yeah.
It's clearly going to be on the Temple of Time pedestal to make that prelude annoying.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll do the prediction soon. But they're off. And we're coming out of a brick wall, yes! Coming out of a building that doesn't exist.
Already a difference here. What the hell's off to do chickens while PKR just walks?
15-second chickens, let's go!
Yeah, alright, here's our first set of hints. Ocarina of Time teaches Requiem. Uh-oh. Frogstew's dead.
Sad.
50's dead. And 30's dead.
Sad, all of it.
OoT Requiem is always a fun one, though.
Yeah,
so much bait potential.
Yeah, we don't know if Spirits of Stone are a medallion.
It's just, it's like, if it storms, you're like, okay, it's probably required. Unless you find, like, Bottom of the Well Foolish, in which case it's probably not required, okay. And, like, if it's Nocturnal Thealia, it's like, okay, sure, whatever. But if it's Requiem, then you have questions.
Yeah. People are rushing Keaton Mask, which, yeah, you know, she loves to go for the bunny hood.
Early choose on the Man on Roof there as well, so that's going to be really helpful early on. We haven't seen how many yet, but yeah, potentially a very interesting scene in terms of like save scumming the bomb choose going through as well.
Oh, nice. She's got a zoom emote now.
We're gonna see what the Temple of Time song is from PKR. Essentially their second free song.
And it's song itself. Not really what you want to see this early on.
Not ideal, yeah.
Also a medallion check. Light medallion Stecutry, Shadow is fire medallion, fire is water medallion, spirit is shadow, and I didn't catch that last one, which was spirit.
So our stones are DC, Jabu, and water. We love Waterstone!
We love Waterstone! Spirit is a medallion, so it could be 80 for Requiem. And there's Andrew's hitbox.
Water and Jabu both being stones is interesting because they have two of the higher like item requirements. But DC is and the chews are 20.
Nice.
That is a great 20 pack of chews.
Probably gonna get a 7-year high five between these two.
Yeah, well, the hell sunk all of that time into chickens and didn't get much to show for it.
Nope, but there's your prediction.
Nice snabby sound. Chickens was a bloopy.
So yeah, on one hand we've got a continued child, on the other we have an early adult.
Yeah, this is a really interesting divergence.
The other Colossus way of the hero.
Beautiful.
Archway, anybody?
Well, Cat can't ever be foolish because of the random spawns. I mean, Serenade and Prelude can't be foolish.
Also, they have them now. So, you know.
And a slingshot from the shield curve. Oh wow, that's a nice dense fire there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels like PKR's done more so far, but What the Hells has found more so far. Obviously still incredibly early, and it's not gonna matter too much in the long run at this point, but yeah, definitely an early advantage on What the Hells in terms of the items found.
Jeez, you let mods put their points in for predictions, and we're already over 1.7k or 1.7 million points.
Yeah.
Can we reach 2 million? So not a whole lot of items to be found so far. Obviously, the 20 pack of bomb chews is going to be helpful. Dins does them no good until they get magic.
And even then, we don't have access to Shadow Temple right now. Dins was on the child shooting game.
PKR going out the way to collect a nut while at full nuts, and it was the upgrade. Nice.
I imagined that was why she did it.
And Bongo is now in Logic.
Nice arrows. And you're just giving out blue things today. We find that Andrew's favorite color today is blue.
Yeah.
Buying a shield. Shaking my SMH.
Optimal plays. What a travesty.
Also shield.
Yep.
Also shield that was half the cost.
That's not too. Yeah.
It's a really cheap shield.
Always, never, sometimes, maybe buy a shield.
Cost the same amount as a Deku shield.
More blue.
Oh, a wallet in that.
Oh.
Back, and what else is going to skip it?
Yeah.
That was a wallet, and what the hell is like, nope, don't care.
Who needs money?
Okay, that's a great spawn.
Midas house, please.
Wow.
Okay.
Value.
Who's ready for Kokiri Forest Foolish?
It's still weirdly gonna favor PKR with that, I think, anyways, because What the Hell's is about to walk over there as child, most likely, and then go adult, see that spawn, and just be like, great, I could have just done this the whole time.
Raiding Mido's house. Nice command. Well, the hint we got near the outside of Lost Woods said that Big Pulse was dead.
I like to have fun with my spawns command.
Not exactly. Go from platform 9 3/4. Just saw that now.
Yep. Child spawn is platform 9 3/4, and we're raiding Mido's house with our adult spawn. More money!
Pay 40 to get 5.
It's like the 20 pack of chews is really nice, but only it led to something. Any valleys in chat? What the hell is still doing a continued child route? So can't wait for them to eventually run over each other's footsteps later on in the seed. More nuts and a bomb-locked bomb bag.
Bomb bag, which...
Sweet. Happy to have it.
Be hammerlocked, though.
It could be.
This has the
bottle.
Look like Stone of Agony, maybe.
I thought it was
right
a bottle,
hand.
but I figure if it
is
was,
a
then
small key. CMC, Way of the Hero.
Whatever it was, what the hell's happened did not want it.
So yeah, right hand being a key does mean long shot required. And Requiem on AD. There's a lot of bait potential in these hints right now.
One song is nice to have early on.
But it's out of logic. You're not allowed to use it.
I still want that race to happen, but everyone would be DQ'd.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay in logic.
The race where you can't do anything out of logic. Oh. People would go out of logic on accident.
I would love that race. Win by attrition.
You mean the race where you can't enter spirit?
Right.
Desert Colossus is Wave the hero. Yep.
No strength. That was poor on Tunic.
GTG final prize is a stick.
These hints have not been great so far. We've got a lot of this thing isn't you don't need to do this, and then a lot of here's something ambiguous that we're not going to tell you whether it matters until later. OoT Requiem, you'll find out once you get to Spirit, I guess.
Plus fire arrows, which can't do anything with those right now.
Both fire sources.
Oh, arrow percent.
Okay. I was about to say, like, if there's something in these grottos, like, that could be really good for What the Hells, because it might be a while before PKR gets here, but a light arrow is not the most valuable thing to get early.
Yeah. I also enjoy that. Yeah, what is this MMR? Finding all the elemental arrows? Our chat filling up with people who are voting for either PKR or What the Hell's Happened.
Like what the hell's probably getting to the forest now. Not knowing that adult safe warp is there. Ooh, well, Stone Jabu is foolish.
Can't wait for it to be required.
Yeah, the only reason they're going in there is if they run out of keys and spirits.
And nothing found in their DMC way of the hero yet.
And that means that song is hugely important, which does give What the Hell's a nice edge there, having that during his first kind of adult trip.
Could be the fairy sound too. Yeah, 40's dead, and yeah. Yeah, 30 was outside temple at time. Nothing on the Kokiri's sword chest.
That one being nothing is pretty important for PKR having already gone there as adult. There's another one that could have given What the Hell's like a really big edge.
And nothing on Big Run.
Got the always hints done already.
Yeah, there are a lot of bloopies, but when you don't have a bomb bag, you don't have a bow, you don't have a slingshot, then you get even more bloopies because those just replace the Deku Seed, bomb, and arrow refills.
I was gonna say, how many checks are there in OOTR in these settings? It's like 200-ish, something. Yeah, it's about how many bloopies
well, there's something.
Yay!
Doesn't open up too much for us right now, though.
Now they can use their elemental. Wait.
Oh, still no magic.
I guess the one nice thing for PKR here is that she's going to get dropped right in front of Kak during the day to do the shooting gallery while there, but yeah, otherwise that bow is not offering a lot.
Market Way of the Hero. Wow, you don't say.
I wonder what it could be for.
And of course, DC pays out. So the good part of this for PKR obviously is she's got a hookshot. The bad part of this is she's already gone over to Forest without that, so if she doesn't find strength here, it's like, you're gonna want to go back to dip the courtyard, or probably not because of the travel time, unless you pick up Minuet.
I mean, that's stuff they have in Logic right now. Oh, and Dins are just about it. More shoes. White arrows were in the Hyrule Field Scrub Grotto.
This could be able to take PKR back up to the crater to get the song.
We can enter Forest, but we can't complete it without a strength upgrade.
If you believe with all of your heart, you'll be able to push that block.
It'll be interesting to see if PKR does go back up to the crater, actually. The way the hero definitely wants to push you up that way. But the flip side is, like, those child songs are valuable.
That is not what they wanted to see.
Not quite, yeah.
Can't wait for the DC Way of the Hero later.
Yeah, it's already confirmed to be the hookshot because of Spirit Key logic. Another slingshot. I have a feeling DMC is just going to be like Nocturne or something.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine it being anything other than Nocturnal Storms at this point. Obviously, it could be Ebona's, Saria's, but yeah, no, gotta assume it's one of those kind of common ones.
No, it's the same bomb bag.
Mm-hmm. So, what the hell's is clearing out like a lot of the child checks here. We're getting these grottos in Lost Woods, all of that. I've got to assume afterwards he's just going to play Prelude and basically follow around DC, Cat, etc.
You gonna blow up the beehive there? That doesn't get rupees.
I don't know the percentage on that. I remember someone telling me once, but it can drop 20, but it's really unlikely to. Yeah, I think the interesting thing here is what PKR does next. And mostly whether she goes up for that DMC Way of the Hero and checking the song in the crater, or whether she goes Child to get those songs.
What the hell's it doing? Child City now? Can't get Darunia, but can do the rest of it.
Alright, what's next for PKR? More money!
I mean, he only had 6 rupees, so yeah. Nice there.
What the hell's farming the rupees for right now?
Maybe just to have more money.
Shield, I guess? Oh, bowling. That makes sense.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Ooh,
Wow,
that is a very big find.
Yeah?
And there's a scale.
Or just go Deku.
So everything about that bow not really mattering was wrong, because it ended up being a scale, which is pretty nice. Still not huge, but yeah, good. But yeah, what the hell's definitely with the bigger find of the two there?
I mean, he doesn't really have a reason to go adult right now. He can do Deku Tree. Get that out of the way. Yeah, its castle will be open up after this, too.
Yep. Now she's going to do the crater.
Okay, shooting the sun is nothing.
I love that this is just like, here your long shots logically required for spirit, here's all the long shot checks being dead.
And what a surprise.
That was expected.
Oh, that's actually a fair point. We do have the Colossus Way of the Hero as well, so that's probably... I mean, it could just be an item, but...
Yeah, but if it's the thing on the arts, then we'll be seeing Foolish Stone Jabu today.
I'm gonna go spicy and say it's gonna be their first magic on the arch.
And then the second in, I guess, Shadow.
Of course. Second magic's always in Shadow.
And we're hammerlocked out of fire.
Wah wah.
While the Dongo's Cavern had a bunch of major items, so far Deku Thieves turned up all junk.
Well, yeah, DC was a stone dungeon.
Yeah, and this is a medallion. And it's a light medallion. That's nice to have.
You need the small sword to get the big sword.
Funny.
Oh, yeah, I never checked the save warp.
As adult?
Oh, no, she did, right? She went to Midos,
I was gonna say, yeah.
What?
That's how we knew about it.
Then? I'm curious why she's taking from here then, unless it's...
It might be a forest dip. Could be river.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised by either of those right now, though. You've got so much value as child, and yeah, I guess you're not expecting to get storms, so river's a little better, but you're going over to Lost Woods as child anyway. Where you go from there?
I have another bow.
Second bow on our Deku tree.
Wow, what a great hint.
Thanks, hints.
Yeah, these hints have not been good. We found all our sometimes hints.
We're only missing, I think, what, one way of the hero and one foolish hint?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Morn's in toilet. Goma's down.
No, it should be morning in the toilet. To be
Another bow.
That's all our bows.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so we got all the elemental arrows, we got Din's Fire, we got Frora's Wind, so it's go mode magic, right?
On the arch.
Okay, now we just need
Because there's the hammer.
Okay.
Oh my...
As I was saying, we just need Nero's Love, and we'll basically have magic
Oh no!
item percent besides magic. Well, not besides, well, lens, I guess, since that uses magic.
So what, 2 strengths and a magic from Go mode?
Couple extras, but yeah. With the Colossus Way of the Hero, you've got to kind of still assume it's going to be storms. I imagine there'll be something in bottom of the well.
The hammer is in logic as child of the skill, but that bomb bag in SFM is not in logic unless we have Saria's Song or Minuet.
And there's no other songs they have access to yet, either, I guess. We're missing... actually, that's not true. We haven't seen the graveyard, have we?
And now Adele's going adult for the first time.
And this is when we have that whole, going back over each other's footprints.
Oh, we're gonna see Skull Mask here.
So I want to say that, like, the Kokiri sword on the Hot Rodder is, like, a really big find. But PKR tends to be quite... I don't know if I want to say thorough in her play, but she's pretty likely to go through Child Ground City relatively early. And the fact that Deku didn't lead to a whole lot of anything is... I think she's going to be good on that front.
I don't think we've seen Richard yet, have we?
Pretty sure we haven't.
I don't recall.
I think she took the wrong dog with her.
Oh.
Okay, she's a piece of art.
Wah, wah.
So, Bins, and that's... Oh no, we still haven't seen Lens Games, so that might not be it, but... it's probably it.
But it's probably that.
Probably just that. Probably
Yeah.
nothing in Lens Games, just as a guess.
More arrows.
Yeah, you don't want to be hanging on Richard with Riley in chat.
I love seeing all these things that were bloopies earlier on either runner's sides now being ammunition of some sort.
Yep.
Like the Deku seeds there and the arrows in Goron City.
Huh.
And right there. Question of the day, will PKR get the wallet?
I guess there's not much value in it now. Yeah, on What the Hell side earlier, you didn't have a bomb bag, so maybe you're like, oh, I might want to buy bomb shoes, but in this position, it's a little less valuable. Sorry, I still love the image of Link just shield dropping Cuckoo through the floor.
Yeah, it's funny.
So what will be the next new thing that we get to see as these runners kind of trace over each other's footsteps?
There's the logical bow.
It'll be a little while still, I think, because we have to go through all of DC, but it's probably the Graveyard Song.
Aren't all of the bows currently in Logic?
The bomb bag still isn't, as far as I'm aware.
Hammer?
No, sorry, as a
can't
minuet.
get there,
Hmm.
Logic is merely just a suggestion.
Here's the hook shot.
The only reason that logic matters right now is the Colossus Way of the Hero hint, I think. If that ends up
the hammer. Wait, the hammer
success.
hammer does put some of DC into Logic, but the hookshot is in. But the bomb bag's not.
But yeah, like, it's only relevant if the Colossus song ends up being forest access or something. It's like, if that's because of bombs, that's terrible. I'm sure most of the people saying this in chat right now are being facetious about it, but the single best way to go through these things, I'm fairly convinced, is to know where the logic is and then ignore it.
Yeah.
I understand what my logic is. I'm choosing not to care.
Right, it's like, I know what my hints mean, but DC is just a good play. I'm gonna do DC if it's in logic or not.
So, Zora's domain check. Thanks, Market.
We get a double way of the hero market and something not to be on chess minigame.
I haven't tracked where their hints were. I've just kept track of like what they've seen.
I know we've seen 2 Market and 2 Colossus.
Yeah.
I think we've only seen 1 Death Mountain Crater hint.
There was a hint for Big Pose being dead, yeah.
This is gonna be the rare 2 dive, yep.
Nice.
Let's go! More money!
Hey, we have a logical bomb bag.
That is a convoluted chain to get there, though.
Yeah.
So you can get this bow and bomb bags out of Logic, or you can get the bow that's in Logic to get the scales so that you can go and get your bomb bag that's in. And then
Sorry, it's dang song anyway. Gonna see some scrubs.
I was gonna say earlier, Zora's Domain is definitely one of the things that could have paid out big for PKR, like having that scale during Trials. This is another one. This is another one that could, if this is a major item, like that could be a really big deal.
I know what the hell's at least got the Keaton mask.
Rip.
We need more named checks. Arrow percent for what the hells.
So I was actually curious though, picking up Zelda's Lullaby, if PKR was gonna go backwards or walk away. And yeah, it does look like she's gonna go over to Child Goron City, which is good for her.
That also has the scrub to do.
I assume if she's
yeah,
coming back for one, she'll do all of them. But I feel like, yeah, the alternative was play Nocturne and go pick up that song, or...
Might still be both.
Live on Hot Rod or go on Afterlife.
Imagine doing Shadow Temple with no magic. If Shadow locks magic, Din's probably isn't waiting. I can't handle it. I just can't.
Every fucking time.
Gonna see our first look at Composer's Grave here.
Yeah, right. This is the first new check to show up.
Songs are hard.
No.
That's a very costly time to mess up songs.
Alright, time for another song check. There's Sarius. That's opponent's song. I'm dumb.
Opponent.
Shut it. I'm dumb. I just looked at it. I was just looking at it through an upside down mirror, right?
Yeah. Yeah, GTG's open now.
Calling Saria horse.
Got summertime going.
Yes. I'm calling Saria a horse.
So, I guess what the hell's dipping fire first, but is otherwise going to play Serenade, pick up Scarecrow on the way over to Fortress, and then probably just punch through all of that as early as possible. Also, yeah, this is another one of those situations of you absolutely understand the logic but ignore it. You cross the wasteland. You want that song, you want to check what it is and you want to follow it, and if it storms, just go to the bottom of the well, who cares? But then if you find like an item there, then you've got to consider the implications of that, and yeah.
Telling you, they're just gonna see magic on the archway. And then you're just sitting there praying that you find your other magic, knowing that it's in Shadow Temple. Because when is it not in Shadow Temple? I think our chat's just going insane. Apparently everyone's claiming the blame for timing out Sponge. Okay. I mean, I know exactly who it was.
I have no idea.
My emote says it all.
So what the hell? Yeah, I was about to say, left fire and just went to river instead, so it's gonna pick up that hammer and immediately go back in, I assume?
Stares at the hammer. I was just there!
Yeah.
I guess the other thing is, you mentioned going over to like Fortress, Gorilla Trading Grounds, all of that. There's also Ganon's Castle, but do you want to go to Ganon's Castle this early?
Paul.
Having a hookshot definitely makes it a little more reasonable.
I mean, you do have most of GTG open to you right now.
Oh my god. It's that yellow thing you use for dishes. I just... Oh... Why do I do these restreams again? Why do I subject myself to this? And why is it BXR's fault?
Wow.
I know exactly which stream monster I'm blaming for all of this.
We're blaming somebody? Who are we blaming? I want to blame someone.
I was gonna say, do you know the game Dive Kick?
No.
It's based around like fighting game community jokes, but one of the characters is meant to represent stream chat, and it's just like this gremlin in a straitjacket.
Oh.
And like, straight up, that is how chat feels.
Yeah, if we're blaming Trez, who does Trez blame? It's probably ATZ, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, Trez, who do you blame? My internet provider. I feel like no truer words would have been spoken in that case.
Can we get a summon ATZ command?
Summon ATZ command.
I feel like you'd try and then like 3 hours later you'd get a message like, oh, I was asleep, sorry.
It's alright, we'll just use some more emotes. There we go. We'll blame those three.
Yeah, the boomerang was in Dodongo's cabinet with the platform in the bomb bag room. Not that it's huge right now, for this Jabu, although still that lingering concern on Requiem.
There's also a missing Grottoes letter preventing them from going in there. So...
And even then, you're not going to worry about it until you get a long shot.
Yeah, even then, you're not going in there until you've confirmed it's AD.
Right.
One day I will summon Trez and get my 3 wishes. Yeah, so these two are both pretty neck and neck. I think now What the Hells is getting a little bit of ground only from doing or going back into Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but definitely the point here where then, like, I would say What the Hells is very slightly ahead just in terms of having time traveled less. But we're at the point now where they're doing different things instead of covering each other's tracks, and we're going to see a lot of new stuff. And
we love Waterstone!
We love Waterstone! Thanks, hints.
At least it's hinted this time. At least the game told you.
Yeah. Have vanilla Dark Link and it just be for Spirit Key logic.
Oh,
no, I'm telling you, it's magic on the arch. They
we
have
still
to
have
complete...
vanilla for that. We can still get vanilla long shot then. That's fine.
They have to go to Water Temple, beat Water and Jabu, to go get the magic from the archway to do the torches chest that they can do with just a bow and not need magic. So you know my logic's flawed. Shut up.
So now I kind of want it to be like magic on the arch and storms that leads to an item, and then you've got that constant guessing game of, oh god, am I going to ever find the other magic? Am I?
Yeah. Happy 1 hour, everyone.
We'll see how happy it is later.
Yeah.
The current hour is not that bad.
I was gonna say, like, whenever it's like a 1 hour mark, I'm like, this feels like a good time to do a recap, but like the recap just got thrown up completely because what a way to hero!
Yay! We celebrated 1 hour with We Love Waterstone.
But yeah, for anyone who is just joining, this is Losers Finals. PKR versus What the Hells. The winner goes on to Grand Finals versus the Salty Sponge. And the big things in the seed so far are Ocarina of Time teaches Requiem, and Spirit is Required, and Colossus's Way of the Hero. And we just found out that Stone Water is also Way of the Hero. So there's a lot of... There's a lot still to come in this seed, I feel, you know? There's a lot that can still go very, very wrong.
Dampe sends his love.
Ocarina of Time is a well-coded game.
Is it? Ten skulls. More health. Ah, now
What the hell's only has 6 hearts. And we have spell percent.
Yay! All elemental arrows and all spells with no magic to use them.
We're just missing lens, and then we'll have all the items that require magic.
Also, when PKR somehow finds her way transported into Minish Cap, she'll be able to check Waveblade. Because those cross randos exist, right?
I'd love to see someone do that now. Just like mix all of the randos into one. Do it with the shuffler.
I was in a call with Trenter the other day, who was doing 2 different TMCR races, or 2 different TMCR seeds using BizHawk Shuffler.
I was saying the other day, I want to do that with OOTR. I want to do like 3 or 4 seeds at once. Like, make sure I set all of the like cosmetics to be the same, so I can't tell what seed I'm in other than by the location.
Oh jeez.
I would only do it with like different randos at the same time. I could never do 2 or 3 of the same type of rando at the same time. Just no.
Oh, that sounds really fun to me. I love the stupid stuff like that.
It's so hard to keep track of.
Just do 4 seeds, 1 controller, right?
Errol doing that was incredible. The fact that B1 skip happened first try was wild to me.
Nothing really on fire aside from Neighbor's Love.
You mean Neighbor's Love isn't hard required?
Leave it.
Do 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 do. Quickly deciding, hang on, I want this scarecrow.
The Balerinade of fire and water.
It's just steam at that point, right?
The Balerinade of wire?
Yep.
The Balerinade of steam, there you go. Randomized song notes for S5.
See how relevant that scarecrow is? Oh,
And of
yeah,
course
pretty good job.
Of course it's Frontier.
How helpful is the scarecrow? Required.
Yeah, pretty good one to have right now. What it's worth, I saw mention in chat of like random warp locations. One of my absolute favourite settings, but it is pure chaos.
Bye, Gwei.
Yeah, well, that is continuing into the deepest parts of Fire Temple.
I feel like this makes a lot of sense, though. You know you're not going to be able to throw us wind up with no magic, and getting this far with the key, it's like you don't want to just leave these couple of checks behind.
Oh, this is Epona's.
I was having some trouble with this maze.
This will probably be light arrows for PKR here. On the way through. Arrow percent. Just go to Ice Cavern.
With what Ruto's letter can we go to Ice Cavern with?
Just King Zora skip. Oh wait.
Yeah, chat's doing their thing. Chat's just being chat.
Oh yeah. It's what we expect from chat.
There are times I worry that like people have watched a bunch of the weeklies and don't realize what the problem there is. So, just in case. Yeah. That's allowed in the weeklies at the moment, but not in the tournament.
What the Hells was not happy about that.
Oh!
Oh, there it is. There's the magic.
Wow.
That's
Incredible.
huge. Now is PKR gonna go to deepest fire? That's gonna be the big question.
Right, like, I feel like it's likely, given that they're not locked by Volvagia having a key, but likely doesn't mean guaranteed ever. It's a random, nothing means guaranteed.
I mean, we're still missing 4 items from Go, so... 2 strengths, hovers, and mirror shield. And logically, a long shot.
Unless Morpha has your hover boots. That hasn't happened before.
Wowee.
I'm interested to see if both of them opt for the Gerudo area or Ganon's Castle first at this point. Ganon's Castle feels like it's easier to get to and more time efficient, but you're going to have to go back there later. Well, I say have to. You're potentially going back there later for the light trial stuff. But then, like, the same kind of goes for the Gerudo area. You don't have strength 2 either, so... You're curious to see which one they do. I think I'd lean towards Ganon's, but it's definitely close.
Yeah, the waterway of the hero is outside graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Well,
okay.
that's... Well, with Water Temple Way of the Hero, the Iron Boots are for sure Way of the Hero.
Right. Damn, so it wasn't just Nocturne this whole time? Crater Way of the Hero coming in big. Not the one the hell knows that yet. I'm really curious where What the Hells is heading with this, because you kind of went a very long way around all of these checks, and it's looking like a forest dip?
Yeah.
I say dip, he hasn't grabbed the song yet, like that hadn't even clicked for me until now. Yeah, saying the Forest, Wind and Forest when you don't have Minuet, definitely very, very valuable. Obviously What the Hell doesn't know Water is Way of the Hero yet. We'll presumably find that one out pretty soon. I don't think there's ever really a reason to not dip Shadow. You don't expect to find anything there, but well, the hint kind of counts in this situation.
Yeah.
Every time it comes up, I have to point out the fact that I can't remember who it was who first said it. I really wish I could remember who pointed it out, that the highest Goron in Fire isn't actually geographically the highest one. The one in the upper maze is on a higher level than the highest Goron. But I've never been able to unsee that now, and I'm just like, I'm mad about it. Still call it the highest scorer, but that's not the point.
Yeah, about this force dip, it's not in logic, but it is progression.
I think without the furrows, it would be kind of inefficient. But I think the furrows win makes it just so nice to have here. Kind of like a nice, almost like safety option. With the added backup of it's still progression, and the time that you take kind of walking in and out is obviously minimized now.
Boss key, that's helpful right now.
See, if we had the elevator starting up in Forest.
Alright, here's the moment of truth. Jumping down.
But to the mid-level, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely see this play being for not having magic to do for ores. They're like, I don't want to have to come back here. If something's up here, I'd be screwed. So I don't discount the play at all.
It's always like the tiniest things as well that change those decisions. Like, if you had to go to Volvagia for the key, these checks are being left behind 100%. But the fact that you had the key to go through, it's like, you want to grab them while you're there.
Oh, here comes Ganon's castle.
Oh, did what the hell's not leave for Rosen Forest? So PKR being behind right now is almost entirely the early game, I think. What the Hells did one long child and then one long adult. What the Hells is still in his first adult section. Whereas PKR is in her second adult section. Those extra time travels and the movement in and out of that, they add up. They add up a lot more than I think people tend to realize.
PKR did not do chickens.
Yeah, what the Hells has done chickens, PKR hasn't, but yeah, it was nothing.
An hour and 20 in and still have not found a strength anywhere.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to put those in there?
Can't wait for Waterway the Hero to be strength, and it's just that light trial panic setting in.
Waterway of the Hero, strength 1, strength 2, strength 3. What?
It'd be really impressive considering there's only 4 items in Water Temple.
So yeah, there's only 4 items in Water Temple. How are they all here? It's strength 1, strength 2, strength 3, and lens.
Yeah.
My brain died for like half a second, and I saw where What the Hells was at, and I was like, how did it get to Ice Cavern so quickly? And then it clicked, I was like, hang on.
So it is important to note, What the Hell's left Forest and came straight to Ganon's, didn't dip through Shadow, which does mean he hasn't seen Waterway of the Hero still.
Right.
So that's a very nice little edge that PKR will have here, because I've got to assume that after she beats Fire, she'll go get the Iron Boots. The only explanation I could see for What the Hell's not leaving for Aurora's is knowing that he's gonna do Ganon's and then the desert. and wanting it for one of those. And like, I know it's not a big difference if you just reset it, but if you know for a fact you're going to leave it somewhere else, then there's no point losing the couple of seconds it takes to set it.
Thank you, J-Lo, for subscribing.
I was just gonna say, like, if he's not setting it in Forest and he's not setting it in Ganon's, it almost has to be at the start of Spirit, right? You don't know if you're gonna get Requiem, you don't know if you're gonna get locked out.
Possibly.
So, like, if you get locked out, then it doesn't matter.
As they're pointing in chat, I could also see them setting it in GTG.
I think
dip into
GTG
GTG and set it, and then...
I think I'd go Spirit at this point, because you set it at the start of Spirit, and then come back once you've got Strength 2, hoping that you don't need Requiem.
Oh, VKR is not checking the fairy fountain.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
Okay, well, what the hell's playing Nocturne here, so he should read the hint and see that Water's Way of the hero.
Okay, she is getting the Iron Boots, so they're going to end up pretty near each other going through that then. Also, I gotta be honest, like, this feels like one of those things that really separates, like, kind of the good runners from the great runners, is how efficient they are with Farore's Wind and Sunsong. And this race has done a really good job of showing why on both sides, I think. Like, the Farore's Wind has had a lot of discussion around it. And I think what the hell is doing makes perfect sense so far. And PKR's Sunsong use has been incredible. Like, it's actually, I don't know, something that I think kind of goes unnoticed.
I always forget Sunsong as an option to warp around in the area that you're in.
I think there's like some places where it's really, I don't know, standard, I guess. If you use hover boots to get the Goron maze chest, then use Sunsong out of there and that's fine. But there's definitely been a lot more than I'm used to today. We've seen it in some very intricate locations.
We're both gonna dip Shadow at the same time.
Nice.
Let's see the first two. See, at this point, none of them have an item or a song that the other doesn't. The only thing that's different between them is that What the Hells has done, or like the only big thing that's different is that What the Hells has done what he can in Ganon's.
Yeah, it's just checks here and there for both of them. PKR's done a lot of like scattered checks, where What the Hells has done the half of Ganon's castle. And chickens, I guess.
And chickens.
With them being this close though, it does mean that every little error and every couple of seconds lost it feels that much more important.
Oh yeah, and what the hell's is also dipped forest. Both of them do know that stone water is way of the hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've both got like handfuls of checks over each other. I think what the hells are a little more packed together, but at the same time, like chickens is the big one that PKR is just like. I think generally speaking, like forest and Ganons and whatever, PKR is probably going to go to at some point, and what the hells might not go to every standalone check. But the big one on what the hell side is chickens that PKR is pretty likely to just never do at this point.
Well, here's a divergence again. What the hell's going into the lake?
And this is going to be water temple.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can do most of it.
Curious what PKR's going for with this one. Just turning in the skulls?
It's probably on her mind, and so she wants to get it done and out of the way.
I'm generally a very aggressive player when it comes to randos, so like maybe this is a playstyle thing. This feels like a very slow check to be doing right now. When you've got a way of the hero that's... or two way of the heroes that are outstanding.
And skulls are completely dead.
Yep. I could kind of see it, because then she doesn't have to worry about trying to grab any skulls here in Water Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Just able to shut off skull routing in her brain completely.
Yeah, I guess it's just that, like, you know you can pick up that one skull anywhere. If you find strength in water, you go do forest and you get a skull there on the way through, because those are generally pretty quick skulls to get.
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying I could see a different point of view for PKR, just saying, I just want to be done with skulls.
Yeah, and I feel like this is one of the things that divides kind of a lot of players. Like, most players can almost be put on, like, a scale of aggressive to thorough. And I think PKR tends more towards the, like, thorough side of things.
All I found so far are keys. I think one item.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah. There's been one item.
What the Hells, they took very different routes as well. What the Hells went for kind of like the full clear efficiency, whereas PKR's going for what is generally seen as like the you're looking for one item and then you're leaving kind of route. And it's looking like it's going to work out slightly better for PKR because she'll have 2 keys to go straight to the boss key chest. Whereas What the Hells is having to go back around for the compass chest first.
Yeah, they can't get to the BK chest.
Oh,
no
sure,
one
yeah, I'm so used to... My autopilot was, they're in water, so they have the long shot. Because why would you go to water otherwise? Yeah, never mind.
But you can't do Central Pillar, you don't have a Zora tunic. Something something tunic logic. If Archway Way of the Year was just a sword tunic.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that would be
hilarious.
Wild. That would require a lot, because this would need to be specifically the major item. I guess no, actually, they got an early boss key, so this could be a key locking something later. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't count as a major item. Nope. Not anything useful or good in any way.
Yeah, we can't get to Dragon Chest in logic right now.
Incredible. Incredible. Yeah.
So that's 2 items in Water Temple.
Water's 4 items, maps and compasses, they start with those.
Mm-hmm. And given the key logic, we know that there has to be 2 locked behind the key doors. They've already got the boss key, so that's not one of them. So it's just straight up boss key chest, Dark Link River chest at this point, right? For the other 2?
I'm gonna have to do this room the intended way.
Oh, this has been a while since I've seen this one. Isn't there still a way to... Yeah, okay. This is the way to cheese this. You get to skip the switch once. I know there was a way to cheese it, but again, like, when was the last time people saw this room vanilla? I did not remember how.
Hey!
Of course it's Dark Link. Of course it's Dark Link. Why wouldn't it be Dark Link?
Jay, why is Hovers always there?
Because it wants to be.
Because we love Waterstone. Three items remaining.
And 2 of them are strength upgrades. Basically the Spirit Temple starter pack. Yeah, that key on River Chest means that Morpha and the boss key chest are the other two items.
There's only one item remaining.
Yeah, it's on the
Oh
boss
wait,
key
one.
chest.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because they had Dark Link, I believe. Yeah.
But yeah, the boss key was early, so... Yeah, boss key chest has the last item in water, which is, I guess, why What the Hells is grabbing the key while here, just in case he ends up having to come back for it.
Alright, back to Shadow Temple. Yeah, the strength does lock a small key, so... as well as the dragon chest, so... there's a lot of logic now. I'm feeling GTG is probably where our logical strength is.
Really likely, yeah. Also, yeah, for what it's worth, just on the logic front there, What the Hell's had one key. Oh, sorry, had 0 keys left finding the hovers, but then got one from the river and the dragon, and both of those are locked. And the one on the central bow is locked. So even if you get the long shot to get the one from Morpha, that's not enough.
Well, PKR is going for this last item.
This is the kind of thing, again, that could make a huge difference. This could swing a race. Generally speaking, the odds of, like, a single check on its own paying off are pretty low. But...
That's
oh my god, right?
That is not Play of the Hero.
Really?
I mean...
Central Color didn't have anything. And we have no bottles right now, though. On top of no strengths, we have no wallets. Or wait, no, I'm sorry, no bottles is what I meant. This state is interesting.
We also still don't have a second Foolish Hint.
I can't wait for them to find Gerudo Fortress Foolish once they cross the desert, having already done the Fortress. It's always that. It's always that or like Fountain Foolish in Fountain.
Oh, there's a Sora Tunic.
So by the way, we spoke a lot about the key logic and everything earlier, but we haven't touched upon the idea of... you could very easily... So the boss key in water was not strength locked. Your first strength could be Child Side Spirit.
Oh gosh.
Oh no!
Oops.
At least on their sake, like 80 isn't something they have to even consider right now.
Right.
Missing Ruto's letter and Longshot. But if they find those items, then it's just like, oh no.
Bottle.
Hey, a bottle that they can't use right now.
And big foes are dead.
Okay, so Shadow is logically strength blocked as well. Or beating Shadow is that key was. Oh, okay.
There's the key.
And the boss key are both strength blocked.
Drink the bow.
Like I say, I think I'm with VXR on this one. It's probably just chilling over in like one of the first chests in the Gerudo area somewhere. Like
Very
walk into
possible.
GTG, shoot the eye switch, immediate strength, leave.
Alfalfa, I hate it. Stop. First strength can be further in Shadow with logically required backtracking.
I tell you, if there's strength in this room, I'm blaming Alfalfa then. There we go. Oh, actually, yeah, no, it can't be logical first strength here because of water, yeah. That's true. So it'll just have to be illogical first strength here instead.
But we've already said who cares about logic in this seed
Right.
earlier. PKR just gonna flex with all the money.
So what else do we actually have left? It's literally just like, after this, it's just Gerudo area onwards, and then... Is there anything else? We've been trying to think of like isolated one-off checks here and there that they might not have done, but I think between the two of them we've seen almost everything. What the hell's did Valley? What the hell's did Chickens? Ganons? Dipped Forest? PKR's done Target in the Woods, Skull Mask, Dampe. What the hell's did Composer Grave Torches?
I think they both did that one.
Pose were hinted dead. Yeah, I really think it's
I'm having
just,
a hard time thinking too.
just the Gerudo area onwards, basically, isn't it?
King Samson, I think we're including that as just because it's part of the whole like Gerudo area.
Yeah, I think that's like the first check going forwards that is in logic that we haven't seen.
There's also, yeah, depending on what song we get from Burning Cack.
I would be very surprised if it was a useful song at this point. But also, yeah, Shadow is completely out of logic right now. Again, not that we care too much about the logic, but I don't know, when you need that strength upgrade, you this is where that understand the logic but don't follow it comes in. It's like, okay, you've broken all the logic, now you need to backtrack and find the strength that locked you out of all of this.
Isn't the big Poe bottles in logic?
None of it is because of water. Because water was strength locked. The hovers in water were strength locked, so everything in Shadow is strength locked.
Hmm.
Or everything relevant in Shadow, I should say.
I thought people were saying that it wasn't strength locked for some reason.
Oh, right, yeah, no. Shadow... If you took Shadow as just on its own, it was a key and a boss key. So everything after the Redead room, with the silver rupees, because that's where they used their last key. So everything after that would be out of logic, but everything before that would be in, including the Poe bottle. But yeah, that's if you ignore water. Oh, Magic 2, I didn't even consider that one, but yeah. The Magic and Fire was also strength locked, wasn't it? There has to be strength then in Fortress or Training Grounds or something. There has to be.
Yeah.
This is where Lens shows up. It's just like, oh, are you kidding? What does this even mean? You walk in a bit further, find a second magic, like,
Yeah, we saw Din's Fairy. Of course.
Thanks, Shadow Temple.
it nearly didn't make it in time.
Deep fire required.
Beautiful.
Ooh,
and
Song of
Storms.
Storms.
So the Colossus is an item. Well, Forest, it's Forest access.
Forest
isn't it?
access.
Or Root
Oh
of
my
Letters
God.
and Forest Temple. Or...
So there's, yeah, like, Ruto's letter in Forest or something? I feel like it's more likely to be an item.
Give me the arch.
Like, so for Forest access to be across the desert, Forest has to then lock the other song, which at this point is only possible if it's Ruto's letter is in Forest. Or there's another item in Forest that eventually leads to letter.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's more likely that Colossus just has an item at this stage. Mirror Shield on the Arch?
Yeah, because they don't even have lens for this part to be logic either. Or to get over there either.
So the big thing for PKR here as well is she also has the potential to go to Ganon's instead of the fortress area right now. And I think as it stands, that's like her biggest potential time save is skipping Ganon's. It'll be really interesting to see how she plays this.
I hate the strength on vanilla Darunia thing. I hate that part. Your first strike comes from Darunia.
Telling you, strength on the arch, strength on child spirit, and they're just both in logic at the same time.
Yeah, this big pill bottle's the only bottle they have, so it makes sense to dump it.
₹500. Oh, and yeah, PKR hasn't done Ganon's castle yet.
I was gonna say, I can't imagine why she'd be emptying the bottle right now.
I think I'd get blue fire for King Zora.
Right, I was gonna say, you don't have Ice Cavern access, you don't have Jabu access, like, none of that's in. The only reason I could see getting rid of it is if you're planning to go to Ganon's and you're like, this is more efficient, I'll do this while I'm there. And so yeah, PKR unfortunately heading into Ganon's here, so yeah, What the Hells definitely has an advantage right now.
Yeah, daytime can do horseback archery.
And in this situation, I think better to do the archery first. It's unlikely that you'll find 2 strengths. And I mean, if you do, like, you just leave. You don't stick around. But you could find stuff here that leads you to more things in training grounds, and the same doesn't apply the other way around. I love the idea that they're like, hey, you shot some pots. Here, have 2 strength upgrades immediately. They just hand you the silver gauntlets. Oh.
Strength upgrade and strength upgrade. What?
Have we had that happen in, like, any of the major races since the minigame phases got merged? I don't think I've seen, like, a double progressive on horseback archery.
Blue rupee and bombs.
Oh man.
Alright, time for GTG. Couple keys.
I remember a lot of the races that people are talking about with the double items now. There was also one of the RSL Season 1 qualifiers or something that had double hook shots on Bombchu bowling. But yeah, I can't wait to see one on horseback archery. I don't remember ever seeing that so far.
I still remember my ladder race that had 3 bomb bags in the well. That was fun. Not.
I only ever did one ladder race and it had first, like, hard, not just logical, but, like, first bow on the Water Temple Torches chest. Like, you had to just drop down and open it with things. This was letter? Sorry, what?
This might be Ruto's letter.
Oh my god, okay. So you cross. You immediately have to cross, right? It's no longer forest access there. It is 100% an item in Colossus at this stage. No, that's not true. It could be Saria's. It could be Saria's for an item on Saria checks.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Beautiful.
Fruitless letter.
The ice cavern could be our logical forest access.
That's really bad.
If Lens is in Forest Temple.
Yeah, it's a fair point. We don't actually have any way across yet.
Letter only requires Song of Time, which was something we had right from the start. Happy 2 hours.
Happiness still isn't validated yet. Yeah, 2 hours in, still no strengths. Oh, there's the lens.
Sure.
We can get to see what song is out there in Logic.
Right, like, logically magic is strength locked, but you still go out there, you still look, because one of those items is something, and if it's strength in the fairy fountain, then great, you know that you have to find your strength too fairly early.
At this point, strength 1, I mean, King Zora could have a strength, but it wouldn't be in Logic.
Letter though.
Oh wait, Ruto's letter.
Yeah,
Never mind. Yeah, so that isn't Logic.
Yeah, I've got to imagine, like, if strength isn't just further in GTG, then it's... you just go straight to push Ice Cavern. But you still have to cross first, and What the Hell's is in a really good position for that, because he gets to cross over to the other side of the desert, do the Fairy Fountain, get the song, leave for Rosewind and Spirit, and then just walk straight out of there and go and do Ice Cavern and everything through that area. So these VC for Rose time saves.
So what the hell's is finishing up GTG while PKR is making her way there? Now we're only missing 2 keys.
8.
Only missing 1 key. And we know the center is dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Long shot.
It also means toilet's a key.
I think what the hell was considering leaving the
We
Feroz
still have
Wind
the
in-
heavy block room.
Oh wait, so between that and
I was gonna say.
I always forget that when we don't have strength 2.
There's still 4 items left in there.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, what the hell was
They can get
considering
one
leaving the
to do
Feroz
like
Wind
that.
there for the Strength 2 room then? But I think just decided that no, with Ice Cavern open and with the Colossus Way of the Hero and everything, it's just more valuable to have it in Spirit at this stage. Also, yeah, that does actually make everything, like, quote-unquote desert crossing, not actually crossing the way that What the Hells is now in Logic, because the magic is strength locked, but you can just do all dungeons in Logic.
Okay, I forgot the magic strength locked, so crossing the wasteland's out of Logic.
But playing Requiem is in, so yeah, this is...
Yep. This seed. The second magic was on Bongo.
Give me the arch. Give me the arch. Strength's a child's spirit. Oh god.
I already... Alright,
Oh
like...
my god.
I mentioned earlier, like, Strength and Child Spirit, Strength on the Arch, both become in Logic at the same time when you get Requiem, but it could be all three.
Fight me, Lefty.
Oh, that sounds like a planned idea right there. Strength
Happy
and Child
April
Spirit,
Fools, everybody.
Strength and Child Spirit, Strength on the Arch.
Vanilla mirror hype.
Yes,
Okay, PKR. Just flexing over here.
Jeez.
But we found long shots.
Disappointing, missed one shot. Alright, what you got for us, Fairy? A stick!
Well, well.
Oh no.
Guess it's the Arch. Or Sarius. It could be Sarius. Or both. Why not both, right?
Why not both?
Hyrule Castle.
Hyrule Castle.
Thanks, man. Thanks, game. I could not.
What?
That's
It's
a huge
rupee,
rupee,
right?
so
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Sarius.
so it has to be Saria's song.
Ah,
No, that's not a.
That isn't strength, is it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's...
I'm pretty sure that's a huge rupee.
Yeah, what the hell isn't, but I'm pretty confident that's a huge rupee.
It's strengths aren't that shade of yellow.
I can't tell it's 2 pixels.
Yeah, Saria's song.
This is when you immediately go child.
Yeah. We'll set Roars first.
Well, yeah.
You get to open up Ice Cavern while also... Well, I say open Ice Cavern, open Fountain while you go through to do the Saria checks. Just get to clear out a couple of different options in one go.
Oh yeah, I have to update that command.
Yeah, the oh-so-helpful Castle Foolish. To be fair, it could have said almost anything, and as long as it didn't say Zora's Fountain, at this point, it was probably useless.
I'm totally expecting first strength to be an ice cavern now that Minuet's there. Yeah, Hyrule Castle's
one check, and it's been done already.
First, we're gonna see Richard. Actually, you can do Chestnut first before Richard.
Two-hour Richard, let's go.
Oh no!
The house is
Skipping chest.
not doing it.
I don't know. This feels like partially aggressive and partially like makes perfect sense to me. You go and turn in the letter, get the Saria checks, and then just go straight to adult. It's aggressive, but Lens Game is a really slow check, and at this point isn't worth a huge amount.
I'm just surprised about going here first.
I think it was just the most convenient warp.
Possibly.
You're gonna do both turning in the letter and the Saria checks? And you don't have Minuet to go Saria checks into letter, so you have to play Serenade to go letter into the Saria checks.
PKR's crossing the wasteland to go to Colossus. Oh, yeah, she bailed on long shot.
Yeah, she bailed on long shot and Lens over there, so I mean, that's not the worst thing for her right now. That actually could be a potentially good time saver, because we know that strength isn't in, well, either of those actually. Well, it could be Lens, sorry, it could be Lens Game. But we know it's not in GTG, and we know it's not locked by long shot, so...
Well, logically, the long shot's required for Spirit Key logic, but I just don't really care about that. Because we got a hint that the right hand is a key.
Yeah, I actually think this could be really good for her, because she's going to see the two items ahead, and she's going to get Saria, so she'll still follow that.
Without just now getting his logical bomb bag.
More logic.
What the hell's the boomer strats through domain? I know he was laughing about this not too long ago, about the fact that he never learned the new domain strats because he skips it so often that he just didn't see the worth in learning the new strats for it because, like, he never uses them.
Stick. Alright. How long will PKR stare at the archway?
Definitely a OoT. Okay, 100% a OoT.
That's not for anything. That doesn't help us at all.
Gold scale, yay!
This race just got a lot closer again.
Yeah, at this point, I think PKR's downfall will be if it is 80.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did she not leave? She didn't leave FW there.
From what I read, I think she left FW and GTG.
Right, that's not the worst then. It's a bit of a time loss, but yeah.
And I aim.
I remember ATZ saying forever ago, and I 100% agree, and judging by what the hell's aim there, I'm guessing what the hell's also agrees. Slingshot aim is the problem in this game. The bow is fine. It's the slingshot that's the problem.
Hey!
Yay, strength!
And that is... So...
2 hours and 15 minutes in, we get a strength.
So the logic might have expected you to do AD just to get Saria's song and get that strength.
Yeah.
We
got at the end of GTG.
Yeah, we AD's in logic, so you could do that just to get Saria's song.
So you had to do all of Gerudo Training Grounds, basically all of it, to get the letter and long shot.
And it still might be hard required 80.
I'm gonna laugh if Strength 2's on Darunia.
There's still room for Strength 2 or Mirror to be on Child Side Spirit.
Alright, Darunia, what you got?
Strength 3 Child Side.
Oh.
Decker Shield. And that single strength only allows them to go on into Forest Temple. They still gotta find another strength.
Right. There's a not unreasonable chance of it being in Forest, at least. By which I mean, it's Forest or Ice at this point. Like, where the hell else can it be? Child Spirit, I guess.
So to kind of clear up, there's been a lot of people going back and forth. The strength that they just found is a logical strength. It's logical because they can do all dungeons, which would allow them to get Requiem to take them over to Spirit to get Saria's song to get the strength.
Right. There was a Sphere Zero bow that led to Scale, that led to Bomb Bag in Domain. Used that to get Boomerang and Hook Shot from DC. They got Opponents? Was Child SFM, I think. And that let you go over to GTG, where you can get Letter and Longshot. And that puts Requiem in. Oh, okay. Composer Grave, which was opened by ZL from Child SFM. That was it.
Doc Keeps, please. Yeah, AD means all dungeons. It's basically what we refer to as completing the 3 stone dungeons so you can get the song off of OoT.
Right, yeah. The requirement to get the Ganon boss key is the 6 medallions, which usually means you get to skip out on the 3 stone dungeons, but they lock a song. And in situations like this, you kind of don't want it to be required. Except we do. The runners probably don't.
And even now, What the Hells is still going to have a little bit of extra time on PKR having done the courtyard here. Seeds that I roll usually aren't logical nightmares, they're just some annoying item in an annoying place. This is a terrible logical nightmare. Logical nightmares, I usually ask Trent.
See, I'm always one of those people who's like, the seed roller doesn't make a difference, like, every seed is bad. Except that I've realised that, like, every seed I've ever rolled has been a jet, and I had to do one the other day for a race, and it was, like, 1 hour 30.
Okay. I thought I was buffered on my page for a second.
Sorry, the comment in chat from Express there just made me think of, like, potion seller, and I was just like, seed roller, I would like your finest seed. You couldn't handle my finest seed.
What's the play after forest is empty and why is it well?
Oh, it probably is, isn't it? It's fine, there'll be strength in bottom of the well, and strength in ice cavern, and they'll both be required because Mirror Shield will be in light trial. For what it's worth, so the discussion that's going on in chat right now about, bottom of the well versus ice, I think it's fairly close. Generally speaking, I think bottom of the well is better. It's more checks that take less time, even considering the age change. I think bottom of the well takes less time to clear than ice cavern does. The question is whether they feel behind, because if you think you're behind, then maybe you consider ice. It's not like it's a bad play, it's just a slightly less optimal play, I think.
Not much going on, just double forest.
Yeah. Yeah, so Longshot could still be required, but it's fairly unlikely at this stage. It would be specifically if there is... If Requiem is needed, which I guess isn't that unlikely. If Requiem is hard required, I should say. Logically we know it is, but it all depends on how the keys play out. Or potentially, I guess, Strength 2 in Child's Spirit.
Alright, so this is when I just put on like a 2-minute ad over ZSR for the Double Forest.
I think it's a perfect opportunity for us to shout out the trackers.
Whoa, who are the trackers?
I don't want to say it because I'm terrible with names. I'm going to butcher pronunciations.
I'm all talking Tiangyang.
I was just going to say TJ and keep it simple on that one, but then I wasn't sure if it was Tomotac or Tomotach. I think Tac.
You know, for shouting out our trackers, I should shout out my co-commentators, Jason and Yoshi.
What?
What?
Now, why would you do that? It's not like we're doing anything important. How do you pronounce the underscore?
So, with regards to this seed being all dungeons, logically it is, because they needed Saria's Song from the Desert, and that locked their strength, which locked their magic that let them cross in the first place otherwise, so they needed to get Requiem logically. As far as it being hard required, we don't know if it is yet, but if the key logic in Spirit makes it so that the first small key, or there are no small keys on adult side, then they need to get Requiem to go there as child to get a small key on that side. Or boss key, or strength 2, or mirror shield. Like, there are a number of things that could be on child side, but the usual, like, obvious one is the first small key.
What the hell's with just like the rapid shielding? Prescription!
That's totally useless. It's not Baron.
No, Hyrule Castle is. I mean, what?
Something I guess we haven't really touched on as well is, obviously we were laughing about the logical AD and the strength on Skull Kid and all of that, but strength was Way of the Hero, effectively. It was Saria's Way of the Hero to get to a strength upgrade. That could just mean that strength 3 is strength 2 locked, or that could mean that strength 3 is required. At this stage, it's reasonably likely that, you know, strength 1 locks both 2 and 3. If you're thinking that, you avoid ice.
I mean, at this point, their only other options... Well, I guess I should say what the hell's only options would be either going well or going ice. PKR could go back to GTG.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, in general, well seems to be the better play just because there's more items. They know the song they're going to get at the end of it is minuets, and the song itself loses value.
I think the strength Way of the Hero is also, yeah, just like... It could just be that strength 3 is strength 2 locked, and that would make both strengths 1 and 2 Way of the Hero. But Given how little is available right now, I would definitely be leaning towards your strength 1 locked both other strengths, and if that's the case, bottom of the well would be the solution.
And obviously, if either here or on Phantom Ganon they get a second strength, they would be going straight to Spirit.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I do that a lot. I talk about, like, oh, they're going to do this, and they've got these options, and obviously it's like, they could find an item and it changes everything. But until that point... I'm going to assume we
and
find
now
nothing.
They find the mirror shield. Wait, that doesn't help them. Required, yes. Helpful, not at all at the moment.
Also, yeah, being pointed out, the King's Aura is available with just the first strength. But... Oh, well, no, because the whole point was that King's Aura was open from the letter without strength. So if you're following the way of the hero, King's Aura is irrelevant because it's already in without strength.
Just a comment. Yeah, water is not barren. Water was a way of the hero, but we've already found the 4 items that are in Water Temple. So there can't be any item on Morpha.
There's still, weirdly, a lot of potential for this seed, even though we're down to, like, you know, even including locked locations, we're down to, like, 4 places left in the entire game, basically.
If the sun was hinted dead.
Yeah, What the Hells doesn't know. There might, in What the Hell's mind, there could still be something else in Water Temple. Which, if that's on the back of your mind, just sitting there, just like wondering what's in that Bosky chest, you're like, oh no.
Yeah, especially now that he's got that long shot as well to go and get it. I imagine he'll check that if he pushes towards Requiem, but I don't see that happening for a while yet.
There's the mirror.
There's the mirror shield.
Well. Open the casino. Guess we can open a bet too.
Right, the options are narrowed down.
I was already doing that.
A little.
It's alright, while there's a bet going on, I'm also gonna do...
So what the hell is going to ice?
Is Requiem hard required, meaning there's something locked, or that you need to get to Child Spirit? We know that it's logical AD, but is it hard AD? That's the poll.
I assume someone has at some point, but I don't know if I've ever seen it. How likely is it in this situation that child side is hard required? Because I guess, in terms of small keys, it's more likely not required, because you could get keys on... Your options are a key on either one or a key on both. And, like, statistically speaking, like, for there to be no keys on adult side it's not just a 50-50 because you can have keys on both, so it's slightly more likely that you don't need to go to child on that. But then the boss key factors in.
There's only a possibility of it being one of the 4 small keys, because we know where one small key is in Spirit already.
Yes, and
on those 4 checks, there has to be at least one small key. The two child spirit, the two early adult spirit. Like one of those four has to be a small key.
Right. And like, so statistically speaking, I think it is above 50% for a small key on adult side. Because it's not just, you know, one of those has to be a small key, it's at least one.
Yeah.
But then the boss key factors in as well, which increases the likelihood that child side required. So I'm actually really interested to see the stats on that.
Yeah, PKR is a little behind What the Hell's right now, but I agree with what Heaps just said, is that if the well has another strength, and where What the Hell's is right now in Fountain and Ice Cavern not finding a strength, that could be where this completely flips around.
So Spirit has 14 checks total plus the keys. So I guess 20 checks total. 2 of them are not... Oh, sorry. At least 2 of them are not Strength 2 locked. Up to 6 in this seed, because we already know about the key on the right hand. If Strength 3 is in one of those, or one of the ones over in the Grotto training grounds, that strength would be Way of the Hero, and Ice Cavern could come into play. And otherwise, yeah, Ice Cavern is not gonna have anything. So this mostly comes down to, yeah, I'd actually imagine this is a really interesting situation for me. This is the part of Rando I love. Like, I could ramble for days about situations like this, and it was half the reason we did the podcast stuff when we did, was like, we had these discussions anyway. It's like, let's just open this up. Like, statistically speaking, there will be a correct play here. There will be a certain likelihood that your Strength 3 is in Spirit. And if that is above or below 50%, then you push to that, because it's the Way of the Heroes are pointing you towards the strength upgrade you got. And then there's that factor of, do you think you're behind? How safe are you playing? Like, there's other things that then factor into it on top of that. But at least statistically speaking, there will be a correct play here. And that, like, but nobody knows what that is on the fly, and nobody would be able to figure that out mid-seed.
Yeah, you have to get Requiem in order to get in Child Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Zora's Fountain didn't have anything for What the Hell's. Close that bet.
Nocturne? Is this back to... I think this is back to Training Grounds, isn't it? This is back to GTG.
Yeah.
So this is another kind of bonus for What the Hell here. And I guess this is kind of one of those things of the...
Unless it's a toilet.
It could just be...
That moment where it's just in toilet.
I don't think it's GG just yet, but...
Neither Well nor Ice Cavern were the play. It was go back to GTG for toilet.
But yeah, for sure. Like, it's definitely not over yet. This is more... This is like... almost like free time loss, I guess. For lack of a better term. You know, PKR... What the Hell's had the choice of Ice or Bottom of the Well. PKR had a third choice in there that we knew was already dead, and chose it. I say no as though if it's a toilet, like credit where due. Also, yeah, if for what it's worth, the toilet also comes into the same situation as Ice Cavern in the theoreticals I was talking about earlier, like the Strength 1 being Way of the Hero either means Strength 2 locks 3 or Strength 1 locks 2 and 3. Toilet is not strength locked.
There's also that possibility that What the Hells decides to go back to Water Temple to get the boss key chest. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's still something that could happen, which could give PKR a little bit of advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine if What the Hells is going to do that, he'd do it on the way to picking up Requiem. So I'd imagine it's after Ice Cavern and Bottom of the Well, at least. Because what I expect to see here is Ice Cavern, if there's nothing here, Bottom of the Well, and then if there's nothing there, clear Jabu and then Galadult to beat water. And it's just very... and yeah, lens game before either Bottom of the Well or Jabu. Like, it just ties together very neatly everything that What the Hells is still missing there.
Alright, last check in ice.
Wow. That is so... Perfect.
Beautifully timed. Beautifully timed.
Yeah, now you don't have to actually Blue Fire no Well. You just get that and take it and dump it on King Zora.
I love it.
This seed. Oh, we're getting toilet.
That was so funny. Oh, man.
So... and wait, are these the last two non-strength lock checks? I think they are, right? Yeah.
Red rupee from King Zora.
Might be a
Need to go check King Zora? Here you go, have a bottle. With blue fire in it. The other bottle!
Are you sure this is not an April Fool's joke?
Randobot's gonna be trolling us. There is no strength too. Like I said, oh, I was supposed to put the strength in the seed? Oops.
Now I'd be curious to see a setting where it's just one strength, like your gold gauntlets are shuffled into the item pool, and that's it. Like, the first time you find strength, you got all of them! Let's go!
That could be interesting. Alright, well. At this point now, I want to have, I want it to be hard AD, for it to just... just because of the oops all dungeons. Also, PKR for getting the hint of this. Playing Serenade. Gonna go better? I wouldn't expect it, but I was like, what is she actually going for here?
Has PK done lap dive yet?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it might be picking that up, yeah. And then I guess she'll... I don't think she'll go into water, but... What the hell's on that efficient bottom of the well route? The one that gets you as many items as possible, as early as possible?
Running to AD right now would be a huge gamble.
For sure.
More views.
Nope, she's gonna follow along too. I can only assume bottom of the well with that.
Yeah, looks like it. Just PK our 2 chickens before well.
Oh god, she
I
might.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I was really kind of hoping that she would go treasure chest game at this point.
I haven't found any keys yet in the well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be really, I guess efficient depending on how you route it. There's only 5 checks left that could be keys.
Our first key.
There's another key.
I actually did wonder if there was like an argument to skip Dead Hand until later, but even getting 2 keys there, it's like, but if the other one's in the basement, like, you still want to come through here, so... If the other one's just off to the right in this path though, like, doing that is going to feel pretty bad. Not talking of, if this is strength, we have a race. Okay.
If it all just came down to well routing.
It's always possible. I like. Oh, the other key is in the basement. Yeah. So what the hell's doing Dead Hand there was actually probably good.
Only 2 checks left here on the well.
I love Bomb. Bomb Well has to be my favourite rando dungeon. There's just so, like, it's really nice to play and it's really fun and it's quick and it's efficient, but there's already so many decisions just in, like, how you route it based on how far through the siege you are and everything. This was like, love it. Absolutely love it. It's not here.
Well.
It's Child Spirit then, right?
So now what?
Chess minigame.
Chess minigame and Child Spirit. Those are the options, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna do now.
When it ends up being AD, so you can get your second strength, not even because of keys.
7.
All 3 strengths behind 80. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What is he doing? Oh, time of day.
Oh, he hasn't done Dampe yet.
Yeah.
What the hell hasn't done Dampe digging?
He still hasn't done Skull Mask either.
Oh god, he hasn't.
He might do that.
Yeah, this could be I was gonna say this could be a time save for PKR, but I guess she'll go to Ice Cavern, so it's more like we don't really know how it's playing out at that point.
Simultaneous keys.
Feels kind of like cheating when it's chess minigame. I guess it technically is just straight up cheating doing the lens game, because the sign at the counter specifically tells you not to do this.
Imagine reading signs.
Nope, it's not chess minigame.
Piece of art there.
I still say, like, I know that I mentioned it earlier, and a couple of people in chat mentioned it earlier and stuff. We were like, there'll be a strength on the arch, and there'll be one in Child Spirit. And you know what? We got pretty close to that.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Everyone get comfy, no new checks for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we need to see what the hell's go to AD. I assume what the hells will get to that before PKR does at this rate because of ice. But there's still a bunch of just like clean up on both sides as well.
Yeah. Like one of PKR's biggest downfalls right now is not having done chickens.
Oh, what the hell is going adult again? Is that water busky chest?
Possibly.
And then I guess eat water while you're there, then go child, do skull mask on the way to Jabu.
At what point do they just stop forfeit? You know, if I saw a dot forfeit here at the losers finals, I would be like,
You know, to be fair, so I wasn't around for season 1, or more accurately, I joined the community watching season 1. In the 3 and a bit seasons that I've seen, I have seen exactly one forfeit, and it was in like top 4. That was the infamous, or now infamous, I guess, Duke versus Banuru match, where they both just forgot about the Death Mountain Trail wall. Duke thought he'd full cleared the seed and forfeit, and Banuru eventually remembered and went and found it.
Alright, here's another chess minigame. I didn't even pay attention to the key layout for what the hell's.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. You've missed nothing.
It actually can't be vanilla strength for multiple reasons.
None of them can be.
Yeah. Firstly, it's hinted. We know it's a key.
It's like we've checked 2 of the
Yeah.
vanilla strengths, and we know the last one is hinted to be a key.
Right. And, oh no, I guess that's only with vanilla key placements, isn't it? I know there's a thing of, like, you can't do vanilla strengths in a seed. It's like, if you did the full vanilla layout from Ocarina of Time, like the original OOT, if you did full vanilla layout, the randomizer would tell you that it breaks logic. Because you could waste your keys in Spirit Temple to not get Strength 2. In theory.
Where is Opel's going now?
I don't know. I don't know where PKR is going either.
What the hell's do... Tech Grotto. I know at least one of them did, but I don't remember who.
Do what? I'm sorry?
The Texite Grotto.
They both checked it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really curious what this is for then. Toilet?
Maybe.
That feels greedy. Oh, not greedy, but inefficient. Yeah, like, yes, water and Jabu are slow, but like, you've already got the boss key for water, you're already there. Like, take the 2-3 minutes it takes to beat Morpha, great. Jabu is, yeah, okay, Jabu's like a good, you know, almost 10 minutes at that point, even go moding it. But it's that for like 2 to 6 checks, depending on how far through Spirit you can go. Probably 6, let's be fair.
Yeah, he could scum back to Water Temple here.
Ah, sure, you did save him.
Yeah, Pat brought that up in chat.
Ah, yeah. It still feels inefficient doing this for 1 check when you could go... I guess, like... Yeah, I don't know. That one can go either way, I guess. It's a case of, do you care more about how quickly you can get to the next check, or do you care about kind of check density more? The thing with Child Spirit is that it's not just 2 checks, it's 6. Because you're almost... oh, well, 5, I guess. Because... almost are always getting either strength or a key there. And if you get the key, then you can go further into Spirit to get the remaining checks as Child. So, like, Spirit is only 2 checks if you find strength there. I guess in theory, if strength is specifically in the toilet, this room here, that what the hell's just entered, then yes, you only get the 2 potentially, but I don't know. I feel like that's incredibly unlikely at this stage. You're to get the key and to get no key and no strength. Maybe that's just results based. I don't know. What can I say? I like density plays more than efficiency plays.
Who says you need to have logic in what thing you decide to check? Just randomly, blindly choose.
Honestly, at this point, both of them are probably panicking a little bit because they know that, well, they're running out of options. So, yeah, we might see a couple more gambles, risky plays. Maybe forgetting the occasional check here or there because it's just something that you always do, and oh, like, what the hell's was probably hard committing to not doing Skull Mask at this point unless it's the only thing left. I love that PKR did the well and chose not to do chickens while there, and what the hell's is like, AD, Skull Mask? Nah. We're gonna go beat Water and Jabu instead.
Get the sun tinted dead, though.
For what it's worth, I do think what the hell's will do Skull Mask on the way to Jabu.
Didn't get the Morph a quick kill, though.
Chat liking the barking hover boots. I always set like the dog bark on the hover boots, except then it becomes really morbid whenever like you get turn in Richard and get given the hover boots. Right, what the hell's on that hunt for strength? Off to do Skull Mask or Jabu. PKR's gonna finish up Ice, and then I guess her only options. So where What the hell's has Skull Mask? I think PKR has chickens, and otherwise they've both done just about everything, right?
Yep, pretty much. Happy 3 hours.
Is it happy?
Not for the runners. For us in chat and us as commentators, yes, it is.
Bottle percent.
And yep, off to water. So yeah, it does look like they're both just hard committing to skipping their one-off slow checks, and well, they're both right to do so, in this situation at least. I'm going to take the opportunity of Foolish Jabber to be right back quickly.
Now, Boomerang was in Dodongo's cavern, which was not hinted by the hero.
This has been a fun seed.
Indeed. I'm sure both hunters think that Seed's playing April Fool's pranks on them right now. Yeah, but he despawns the chest there, no need for it.
Alrighty, what do we think the time difference is looking like here then? Probably, what, 5-ish minutes? Maybe a little more than that, I guess. A couple of tentacle fights. Those things are slow, plus the basement route.
That's an interesting thing to point out. Strength 1 may not necessarily be what you get from Skull Kid.
Yeah. Well, like I say, we made jokes earlier about the Arch and Child Spirit both having strength upgrades, and it's like, either one could be your logical first. The Saria's into Skull Kid is still kind of the same thing, just slightly more roundabout route to get there. I think when I said that, actually, I was like, it's incredibly unlikely, but it would be amazing to see strengths on the Arch and both Child Spirit checks. But, yeah, still could have both Child Spirit ones. And you absolutely check the second child chest while you're there, just in case it's the boss key or the first small key. For what it's worth, I do think the old dungeons call with ice open would have been really, really difficult to make.
Yeah.
Like, you can follow the way of the hero logic to some extent, but if Strength 3 is just deep in Spirit, it doesn't matter where Strength 2 is at that stage. They're way of the hero. So... oh, further into Spirit. It's Strength 2 locks in Spirit, I should say. And it really just feels like the difference here is, like, little bits of execution and the age changes. I think those early age changes have factored in quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's always so nerve-wracking seeing someone walk over those, like, pitfalls and, like, dip down into it, start getting pulled in, and then just get out again. To the point in chat about strength locking the other strengths, it's a judgment call. It's that strength was way of the hero, so you can either assume that that is strength 1 locking both 2 and 3, or that it is strength 2 locking 3. And it then comes down to how likely do you think it is that your strength 3 is in Spirit or the strength room in GTG. If you think that's likely, then you just do whatever. Like, just do all your checks to look for strength 2, and if you think that's unlikely, you specifically go for the strength lock stuff. And yeah, for what it's worth, all dungeons for Requiem and Ice both are not strength locked, which is incredible.
And what else is playing Prelude? Okay, playing the Serenade, okay.
Oh, right, yeah. Fastest way to get to the Ocarina of Time.
And it's song percent. For what the hells?
I can't remember the last time I saw a scene, actually, where all of the songs were picked up. Even the ones that are all dungeons, you tend to see them, like, get to skip Ice Cavern or something.
Yeah, we usually don't switch audio if a runner's ahead.
Plus, what the hell's told me is audio's a little bit iffy.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter. Oh, that's nothing.
So is this strength or key?
Okay, it's a key.
You keep going.
You gotta keep going.
Okay, and it is, yeah, a little over 4 minutes difference then, based on the times that people put in chat earlier.
There's the strength too.
Wee.
Yeah, this is gonna be GG's.
There's, yeah, a couple minutes, like, you could easily see gaining back, you know, like, almost a minute sometimes on Twin Rover, but 4 is probably a little much.
Yeah, he got another key.
still kind of has to, yeah. Like, the routing could make a difference based on where the boss key is, but I can't imagine it'd be enough at this point. And I imagine they'd both end up taking fairly similar routes at least.
So which chest exactly was the strength in?
It's the child climb. I don't know, child climb second chest near the door. I don't know which direction it's in.
Just so I know. For the bet, let me see. Say child climb is probably more specific than just child spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give it to that person. As for non-subbed, we'll say that one.
I wonder if that would really work. The cheese strat there.
Just there were like 3 or 4 people that said child spirit in on the non-sub side, but they were the first person to say it. There was one person who I may have to change that if we happen to find it, where it said both remaining strengths are in child spirit, but
oh no, we just found the other one in adult.
Yeah, so then no, never mind.
Speed was hard AD.
Let's go!
Rockway unlocked all 3 strengths. Wonderful.
Incredible.
Not only was Requiem required for the strength on from Saria's song, but it was also hard required for the strength in Spirit Temple. And look, we're only 1 bomb bag away from having a really nice full tracker on PKR's side. What the hell's unfortunately skipped a bow. Mr. Chubby Panda, the next bracket race has yet to be scheduled because they had to wait until the end of this one.
This boss key is hidden away right now as well.
Yeah. I'll be sad if it's this weekend because I'll be out of town. Both hands had a key.
I think the only race that I've not signed up for comms for was the last one, the PKR UK, and it was the one weekend I was actually busy, so. Also, yeah, coming up in chat now, this is What the Hell's at this rate, will be What the Hell's third finals appearance over 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I said before going in that this is 2 people from very different kind of backgrounds almost in the community. PKR kind of came in towards the tail end of season 3, just late enough to miss out on the qualifiers basically. Whereas What the Hells has been kind of the mainstay from season 1, and yeah. Yeah, last season's Challenge Cup was kind of open entry more than using the qualifiers like it did this season. And yeah, PKR was too late learning OTR for quals, and then just came in and ran the gauntlet in Challenge Cup instead. And meanwhile, What the Hell's at that point got 4th, I'm gonna say, last season. Bono, Marco, Cariosa, What the Hell's.
What the hell did there?
Yeah, where is the...
To go up to Sunblock room, but he actually went into the Power room.
Meant to push the Yamos and hit A next to the door instead, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
If PKR long shots across here, she might save a little bit of time in routing, but I think if you're going to do that, you leave the Feroz Wind here now to come back afterwards. Oh no. Oh no, you know you're going to get a key on the right hand though. I was about to say, oh, she doesn't have any keys, maybe you don't do that, but no. No, you're about to get one.
commenting that it would have to be Twin Rova RNG for PKR to win. Like, could you imagine losing because the witches are just god awful?
Like I say, I've seen some bad Twin Rovers. Like, you could easily lose a minute on Twin Rover, but 4 is a bit of a stretch. Yeah, how did they get in go mode? By doing everything the game had to offer. Oh boy. Yeah, that was Full Dungeon's Requiem for Strength and Spirit.
I mean, it goes to say that, you know, roughly 3.5 hours in of full clearing a seed.
Narrow it down. What the hell's?
Yeah, I don't think the time difference has particularly changed. Like, obviously, depending on how Twin River plays out for PKR, it could shift a bit, but just judging on, like, the movement and stuff through Spirit, this still looks like it's about a 4-minute difference. Twin River, you know, not the fastest of fights. It's been great to watch. Like, obviously, the seed itself has been a disaster.
It's been something, I guess.
Yeah. But like, you know, you say coming in that this is going to be a really interesting matchup to, like, the top 2 seeds going in, and I like, in particular, like, it definitely felt like a handful of people, specifically the top 3 seeds going into the tournament, understood, like, the season 4, played, at least, not necessarily understood, but played towards the kind of season 4 meta almost immediately. Going back to PKR winning the first qualifier by doing Charge Goron City early, when everybody else was like, oh, it's a bad play, I'm not going to go there. Turns out it's a lot better in the Season 4 settings. So yeah, definitely an amazing show from kind of two of the best Season 4 runners. And yeah, it's looking like at this rate, it's going to be What the Hell's is going to be moving on to face Sponge, who's taken a very different route through Season 4, I feel. Where Sponge didn't immediately understand it and kind of asked a lot of questions and practiced a ton and learned a lot from everyone else around and just kind of developed that knowledge over time. These two kind of came in and just straight away were like, this is what we have to do.
I feel like for this seed, both runners just kind of went back and forth and in a bunch of different ways. Like, neither of them had the same route the entire way through. Rarely were they in the same location at the same time.
Right, yeah, like, even ignoring the fact that What the Hell's did chickens at the start, he then stayed child, whereas PKR's first thing was play creative, go adult. But yeah, the thing with a long seed like this is eventually those little decisions and those things that happen early on will come back to play because you're both doing everything. It's going to come down to execution and how you route in those checks. And it might just be that, like, yeah, those little early routing decisions, the fact that PKR had gone child to adult and back to child before What the Hell's had gone adult, might have been the difference here. It's kind of hard to say. It's hard to pick out 4 minutes in a 3.5 hour race that's, like, decisive. Yeah. Yeah, for people who don't know, and I know chat's kind of clearing it up, but the runners will schedule the races themselves. There's no kind of set time, you have to make this time slot or whatever. It's when the runners decide that they are free to race. So they might have ideas. I think someone mentioned earlier that there's a vague idea for it to be this weekend, but we won't know that until they schedule it.
There it is. What the hell's happened? Finished in first place with a time of 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 8 seconds. GG's.
Yeah, GG's to What the Hell there. And PKR, the runners are on a 15-minute delay, so we're seeing what they did 15 minutes ago, so I'll assume PKR would just, being that close to the end, just go off and finish during that time.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring PKR in here for interview. What the Hell should be joining us shortly as well.
And welcome PKR. GG.
GG. That was a nasty one, oh my god.
Sure was.
And also What the Hell.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's both of you. That was something. Yeah.
I can't believe it happened. Like, what?
Did you think the seed was? Did you think the seed was playing an April Fool's joke on you two?
Yeah, I thought it was unsolvable. You guys gave us a broken seed.
It's like this whole time my arms are just bare. Where are the strengths? Where are the strengths?
We had a beautiful time trying to follow the logic throughout this, because we were like, okay, you got the hovers in water, that's strength locked. And it's like, oh, the magic was in fire, that's strength locked. It's like, so none of this is in logic. What's happening?
What's even more ridiculous is, you could have gotten either strength first. The one off of Skull Kid wasn't even necessarily the first one, because you got all your items for all dungeons without needing strength.
Right, and yeah, and in fact, we were laughing because it was like every strength upgrade, at least logically, was locked by AD. Like,
yeah, it was so weird to follow, because you try to follow, but then there's almost a point that, okay, does it matter if it's strength blocked or not? Because there's two other strengths anyway. Like at some point at the beginning, you're like, yeah, okay, this is good to know, but at the same time, maybe who cares? Like it's scary.
Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with the like, oh, they got storms. It's locked by AD because of magic and fire and hovers in water, and oh, that locked lens. So everything over the like crossing the desert is locked by strength, and all of it, everything is locked by AD. Like,
that was the worst AD ever. That was like no checks. Like Morpha, that's it, and a Baron Jabu, and okay, then go. The seed is open now. You can go do things. Like how? How did that happen?
How did we get a 0 strength? 3 stones. Like, it wasn't even a free stone. It was 3 dungeon stones.
Yeah.
The fact that logically as well, you had to beat water to go back with strength to get the hovers. Like, obviously neither of you did, but
that's
yeah,
some F4 shit right there.
So immediately in this seed, one of the best things on our end, you two never did the same thing. Ever.
Oh shit.
Even right at the start, like, firstly, what the hell is you did chickens? PKR, you never did chickens.
Oh my
I had Prelude at a forest medallion, I was out.
You went and got the skull mask, and went adult, what the hell's never got the skull mask?
Oh, you missed
I was
out on
scared
the
of the
lovely
skull mask.
arrow pack.
I was scared at the end, because at the end when, after the well, and after I did the lens minigame and Dampe, I was like, I think I have skull mask, toilet, and water. And I didn't want to commit to doing skull mask because it was going to take so long. Plus, of all the players, I think PKR is the one I'm most scared of skull mask wise. So I was scared of going back there. I didn't want to go. So after toilet, I was like, oh god, am I really committing to AD? But I can't go back and do skull masks. So.
And yeah, even beyond those early like chicken skull mask things, PKR, you went straight adult at that point, and what the hell did you stay child for like a good 40 minutes? Like,
Migo song, Migo zoom. That's pretty much the extent of that early adult play. And then you just kept getting stuff, so I'm like, alright, guess I'll stick around for a little bit.
Yeah, it was funny on our end, because you'd obviously started child, you'd gone adult, and then gone back to child. And at the point where you'd just gone back child, I think, what the hell's you were just going adult for the first time.
Damn. I thought of rushing adult, but I like getting the songs at least. And then, where were the chews? The chews were on Man on Roof. So I thought, I can do the hike pretty easily with all of this. I can full clear Harrowfield Valley Lake on the way to Kakir Forest. So it's like, let's just keep it simple and just go through the songs and do it all. But then Deku kind of popped up out of nowhere. So I had to do that too.
Yeah, that was kind of nice. It's like, oh hey, I did Child Lost Woods, go into Gourd City, do those 2 checks. Oh, a Kakiri sword.
Yeah.
Sure, turn around.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, obviously you both did pretty much everything, barring Skull Mask or chickens, depending on who.
Chickens and the 2 Gerudo Valley checks that you can do as child. That is all I had left.
Oh, Valley 2, right, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting kind of looking back then and going like, what was the difference? And I kind of like, there's so many questions in that, but it was a really fun seat to watch. And then obviously, yeah, at the end we're coming down to, you know, you've got Bottom of the Well and Ice Cavern open, and one of your strengths is kind of hinted way of the hero. Like, which way do you go from there? And
I mean, I'll give you an easy answer to where those 4 minutes came from.
Oh?
What the hell is good, yo? It's an execution difference. It's at 100% seed. That's where most of that would have came from.
Yeah.
You're also pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like the top 2, man. Now, literally.
No, I think think it's a combination of execution and the age changes. I think the age changes early played into it a bit.
It's Prelude, man. That barely uses any time at all.
It's still pretty big.
And I had Sun Song, which was used excessively to save little bits of time to essentially erase those age switches anyways.
The Sun Song played this game were like amazing to see. That was so good. There was a point where we were discussing both Sun Song and Feroz Wind usage, and I'm just like, this is what makes a top runner, like, is efficient usage of those two things. Like, that is always the difference for me from someone who's good at the game to someone who's great at the game, and you two were just like incredible with that today.
I don't think I used it too much though. I think I got it pretty late. I got done most of Child at that point.
The question that actually came up with on your end was with Feroz Wind, with when you dipped Forest, and people were like, oh, do you not set Feroz Wind in Forest? And it's like, but what the hell's next play is to cross over to Spirit, so not setting it here saves time.
Yeah, that was weird. And then it's like, well, do I set it in GTG? But I don't have a strength, so I guess yes, but no, but maybe. Like, that was every dungeon, the 3 dungeons in a row. That was pretty much it.
Oh god, I'm happy I kept playing Fire. That would have been a problem in and of itself. Oh, deep fire magic.
Yeah.
That fire was hype.
I think someone clipped your your Bolero into Serenade. Like midway through playing Bolero, you just immediately swap over to playing Serenade.
Wait, I did that,
I remember I need to get Pierre.
Wait, did we both do that?
I think we both did that. It's like we get halfway playing Bolero. It's like, oh yeah, Scarecrow.
We knew
I'll get it.
Yeah.
We knew that PKR had done it because we had the audio up. We didn't know that you had done it as well.
I'm pretty sure I did that. Yeah, I was like, okay, let's go to Fire, and then I guess I should get Pierre. This is still early in the seed. Might as well. And then the Bosky there. Then I guess I'm doing Deep Fire. And then Magic. I was like, okay, yeah, that's. I can't complain about this Fire. That's fine.
It's good that the seed was nice enough to give you the key to continue. If you'd had to leave to get the key on Volvagia, I can't imagine either of you would have gone that far through the first trip.
Yeah, add 10 minutes to this.
Yeah.
That happens.
Actually, well, see, that's the funny thing, is then we probably wouldn't have wound up in bottom of the well at all, or Lens minigame.
Yeah.
Because we probably would have had Go Mode Magic instead.
Yeah, fair, actually.
For yet another thrilling Go Mode Shadow Temple.
Yeah.
There was a Zora tunic. That was cool.
That's a nice color. I just never got a chance to swap to it. All the rest of my stuff was blue. I didn't want to swap.
Alright, well, I hate to cut the interview short, but there is another race that's waiting on this channel.
Wow.
To be happening. It's a Link to the Past tournament match that's happening on this channel right after this, so...
Then I got one last thing to say to What the Hells. Okay, What the Hells. So, there's been a history with any tournament that I've entered so far for Rando. The person who beats me goes on to win. But this is the first time I've played a double elimination bracket, so I have no idea what's going to happen, man. I don't know if it's the first person that beats me or the second person.
I mean, yeah, that's the best scenario. You lose to the two that in the finals, yeah.
Yeah.
Now there's no telling.
I'll proudly wear my bronze medal, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, as like a last thing, quickly, like, congrats on 3rd place. Yeah, I was just saying before you two joined that, you know, you kind of joined OTR too late for season 3. To get 3rd in season 4 is a hell of a climb. Like, I guess it started quickly with Challenge Cup last year, but like, yeah, very, very impressive. And obviously, yeah, GG, What the Hells, and good luck in the run back against Sponge.
Thanks.
You better bring him to game 3, man. You better bring him to game 3.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I remember the prediction and distribute 2.3, almost 2.4 million channel points out.
Wow.
Oh, Twitch predictions. Well, yes, GG to PKR on the 3rd place finish here in Season 4, and of course to What the Hells moving on two grand finals to face off against the Salty Sponge. I know we'll anxiously await for whenever the that match gets scheduled for sure.
Yeah, hopefully soon. I'm down to play soon. Although the problem is this weekend is Easter. I don't know. I know people are gonna have big family reunions for Easter, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully soon though, and hopefully we want it to be at a time that Europeans can watch too, because even though there's no Europeans in the finals, it would be too bad if they can't watch.
Anyways, this one was pretty late for EU.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to wait every weekend for races, because then it's just going to drag on. But at the same time, you want people to be able to watch. So
yeah, well, we'll wait until that shows up. Coming up in about 12 minutes, we have Link to the Past tournament, Apathy Duck versus Bwayne, I believe is how it's pronounced. Winners bracket round 6 for their No Major Glitches tournament. Cubs will be taking over for that, so he's like anxiously awaiting me, like, get out, move, go. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to our trackers, Tomotalk and TJ for being here for us, and of course to VXR and Yoshi for commentating. Thank you all for joining us on this wonderful match, and we'll see you for the grand finals hopefully soon. Take care, everybody.
thanks, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Freedom!